Hey everyone, welcome back to Chat with FTO. Today I'm going to be discussing my favorite people, which is international students. Yes, I love international students and I do empathize with them. While you're a student in Canada, there's so many changes that occurs during this time in Canada, and you want to make sure that for your entire duration of stay in Canada, that you are keeping up to date with all the new rules and regulations. Just last year, there were so many changes when it came to studying in Canada. Now, as an international student, these are several ways you can lose your status. The first way you can lose your status as a student in Canada is working beyond the permitted hours. As an international student, you know you're only allowed to work 24 hours a week while you're still in school. And you can work full time after you're either on summer break or spring break or whatever break there is, you're allowed to work full hours. So as a student, using your SIN number, make sure you're only working 24 hours per week. The second way you can lose your status as a student is not extending your status before it expires. As a student, you need to extend your study permit, not your study visa, your study permit before it expires. I usually advise you to extend your study permit 30 days before the expiring date. And if you forget to extend it within that, there's something called a restoration of status. So you can apply for a restoration 90 days after your study permit expires. Another way you can actually lose your status as a student is not meeting the academic requirements. Yes, sometimes you can be taking a program and you're not really doing well in it. Usually I advise a student, if you're not doing well within the first semester or the first month of studying the program, go and speak to your guidance counselor to see if you can change program. Do not end up staying in a program that you're not meeting the academic requirement for. You can always switch programs. So make sure that you always meet the academic standing. Another way you can lose your status as a student is actually attending a school that is unauthorized. Some people come into the country going to a school that is actually an authorized school, and later on they switch to college as an unauthorized college. You want to make sure that any college you're attending, the college is actually authorized in Canada. There's a list of programs and list of colleges that is authorized to study in Canada. Another way you can jeopardize your status in Canada as a student is not notifying IRCC for any change of program, or actually not notifying IRCC when you change institution. If you're planning on changing your program, make sure that you notify IRCC of this new change. If you're planning on changing your college or your university, you need to submit a new study permit application. As of November of last year, you must submit a new study permit application if you plan to change school. And the final way you can lose your status as a student in Canada, this one is very common. Taking a leave of absence, you want to make sure it's authorized by your college or university. Yes, it can be very stressful studying in Canada, and you want to take some time off to, something, you're going through something, you have evidence that you're going through it. Inform your school, inform your college, have evidence that you've taken an authorized leave of absence. If you don't have evidence that you've taken an authorized leave of absence, this will jeopardize your status in Canada as a student. Please, students, make sure that you always maintain a legal status while you're studying. Keep up to date with the news, subscribe to the IRCC website, follow our page for more information. For now, it's bye and see you in the next video.